Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oshibiso Angela Olua. In case this is your first time here, welcome. Okay, so today I'm just here basically to introduce the video that will be coming up next to you. That's the part 2 of my Meet the Family video that we've all been waiting for. Thank you so much for the love on the very first part, and I hope that you enjoyed this one as much as you enjoyed the very first one. So it's like this because we actually didn't plan that it was even going to be 3 parts or even part 2, but because we talk a lot and like wisdom was just flowing, thanks to Jesus, we are here. So this is what we are doing. So yeah, I just hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And also I would like to tell you, if you're watching this video and you've not watched part 1, you are wrong. You are wrong. You have to watch part 1 to get the full gist of what we are talking about here. So make sure you do that. And guys, please don't forget to like, to comment, to subscribe, share, all those good things. Please, I beg you. As you are subscribing, please make sure you are pressing that thumbs up button. So yeah, see ya, and I hope you enjoy.
And when I mentioned the fact that parents have to be intentional and what to do, see, when you start raising children, you need to make up your mind the kind of parent that you'd like to be. Okay? Like I said, if I were to use my background, okay, to deal with you people in this generation, in fact, I'm sure you would have run away. Because that was not the way I was raised. Okay? But oftentimes parents make that mistake. What you learn, you can always unlearn.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're determined. And so you do not have to raise your children the same way that you were raised.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you should lower standards, okay? I'm not saying you should not discipline when your children deserve to be disciplined, okay? But in terms of showing affection, okay, in terms of being close to your children, in terms of opening up channels of communication with your children, okay, in terms of telling them things that will instill confidence in them, then you need to change if you must change. So it's not an excuse that this is the way that I was brought up, and so I must bring up my children that same way, okay? So things that worked 50 years ago will not work in today's world. So we need to adapt. We need to unlearn some things that we've learned, and then we also need at some point to have, what would I call it, some level of empathy, okay, with our children, without losing that edge, that sharp edge that we must always have if we must maintain discipline in our homes and families.
Okay, so they've scooped my story on my points, but I would say the remaining ones that I have. Okay, so I feel like the major reason, at least I'm talking based on maybe conversations with my friends and all of that, is the initial process of building a proper relationship with parents and all of that. That's one of the reasons why most people are not able to open up to their parents about issues like relationships or even talk about sex or what it is, because sometimes I remember, I'm talking to my friends about this and they're like, daddy whose dad is going to hear all those words? It's not possible. So most times we have only ourselves as friends to talk about things like this. And how many things do you even know? You are not, yes, you have experience, but you might not have enough experience as your parents would have. And another thing that also, that point is the initial process of actually building a relationship is from there. First of all, having a relationship with your children that will now push them to even say, I have a good relationship with daddy or with mommy, and I can now take a step further and tell them that, mommy, this is happening, that is happening, or I have a boyfriend now, what do you think that something. But if there's no relationship from the beginning, yes, there's no way that you can even start. You're smart though. There's no way that you can even start that kind of conversation with your parents. Another thing that I have, I don't think this answers the question, but another thing that I've noticed is that I don't think there has ever been a time in my life that maybe I'll just tell my parents, I'm like, daddy, mommy, I have a new boyfriend. Is this something? Never. But I've just noticed that one way or the other, they always seem to know. Or they always seem to find out.
This one that
especially my mom.
That is not talking, she has to.
Well, when you were talking yourself, I did not interrupt you.
Sorry.
But
Investigator.
They always have a, you know, mommy will just use sometimes you and call. I've been seeing you on the phone lately. Telling me, why are you talking to every day? She will come. That's when she will come. Open the door. She will just stay. She will, does not need to enter inside the room. She will just stay by the door, and she will be smiling. She will be like, she's always doing that thing.
And even with some of my friends, you don't know yourself, and I'll not tell you, but my mama started saying, "Oh, you're dead, oh, give any chance, can try it." And people don't know who you are, but she has actually fought for some of you.
Like that's how my mom is. I've also noticed this about my dad. My daddy is not I'm a boy. He
won't come and ask you.
Yeah. But he's the like girl and man shitting one, you know, from a distance. Man of God.
You said you
God reveals you just be there, and you be and maybe because he's always joking, you can just be having a conversation and be like, so did they ever have a
conversation with you when you were going to uni? They never had a conversation with you?
No, I'm not giving you.
Wow. Guys, conversation with me. No, I don't know what conversation you're thinking. But when I was going to uni, so my parents came and they were like, my dad was like, you can have a boyfriend now.
Because you were traveling out of Nigeria.
And she's like, oh, you can have a boyfriend now, so be careful. And my mom was shouting, run to your mental jail, run to your mental jail, run to your wow, that kind of thing. Well, yeah, they had the compassion. And there was even a mom who said, another thing, like, I can remember when I now got to SC, right? I don't know what happened, but I realized that there were like a majority of like people that were not necessarily my own race also, right? So, and I come back home to say, if I see white people, I feel fall in love. I can't remember saying that. Why did I think that was going to be an issue? Blah 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 blah. I don't wanted to know because I don't want to go and be falling in love and not be afraid to come back and be telling you that I'm falling in love. But the thing is, the guy is white, or the guy is Indian, or the guy is Asian, or that kind of thing.
It doesn't make any difference.
So if you are white, please reach out to me. Thanks. I'm available. I'm single.
Okay, so that's it basically. You know, like I was saying, I don't think I ever remembered like a time where I've had to sit down or call my friends now and be like, oh, I have a new relationship, I'm in a relationship with somebody. Never.
But have you ever known that you were in a relationship?
Yes.
Have you ever known that it's a relationship?
Silent. You, yes. Ife, yes. Angela, our reverend sister.
Do you want to tell them?
Wait. And wait, let me. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
And that thing is that I'll be talking like based on my own personality, kind of person that I am. It's not that. But I feel like because I'm the last born. Speaker. She's still the last born. But because I'm the last born, maybe just money. She will not do that much. I trust the way you trust this one. Like we've never really had like conversations like that, or even sat down to discuss issues like this. And for me, that's sometimes I find it awkward. So now go and call mommy and fall in love. They really work on anything in their life. But if they always know like somebody's in, like maybe somebody's in the picture, maybe I'll just use tell and tell them that this person, I didn't even remember. So that time I was like I'm talking to one boy, but he's not in Nigeria. He's not clinical.
Wow, you not give her breakfast.
Oh, when but I was trying to use style to tell her, but we never ever like really sat down to discuss these issues. And
what do you think?
Sometimes it just feels awkward. And sometimes I feel shy, to just even go and sit down like I'm now in a relationship or something. I'm not even romantic. So that's it for me.
Mommy, do you have anything to do?
What step or actions do you think parents can take to ensure their children open up more to them? Likewise, what efforts or steps can children take to communicate better or relate with their parents regarding all the issues that we've spoken about today? Do you feel like there is a specific age, that parents should start initiating this kind of, conversations with their children? Because, in recent times, we find out that a lot of parents don't even know what their children are doing. They don't have any idea. They think they have an idea, but they actually don't have an idea because they only see what the children want them to see. And I can say that because I have my friends, and I have my friends, and I know, how it is. Sometimes I go to people's places and I know like how it is. So it's like, parents feel like they understand their children, they know their children, but they don't know. It's just the things that those children show you. But there's really a whole lot more, and that can only be achieved if people actually are more intentional. Parents are more intentional. Even children become more intentional. About building long-lasting relationships with their parents that would foster a place to have healthy conversations, in different ways, even spiritually, conversations with your parents. I'm having difficulties, reading the Bible. I keep reading the Bible every time, but I don't understand what I'm studying. Conversations like this, sometimes your friends can help you, but your parents can help you. So I'll be,
What do you want to? She doesn't want to talk.
Okay, I think like we mentioned from the beginning, it is foundational. So even right from when they are born, like maybe you went to work, you go back, they probably will not understand you, but it's about building a system, because something that you start like early, by the time that you go, it will be easier for it to go. Do you understand? So for example, let's say by the time your kids are born, obviously they can't understand, but when you go and come and ask them about their days, they will blah blah blah. No, they won't really say anything, but at least that culture is there. So even as they grow up, every single day, if they realize that you're consistent with it, they know that every day after they come back from school, mom is going to ask them, dad is going to ask them, okay, so how was your day, how was school, what did you not like, what did you blah blah blah, what happened, did you get into any trouble, that kind of thing. It will build a very, very safe atmosphere. So at that age, I think it starts from the beginning, the moment that you give birth to in fact, before you even give birth to them, start praying about it, that you'll be a good parent, you'll be a parent that knows how to communicate with your kids, you'll be a parent, like the kind of relationship that you want.
I mean, think that you talk with your kids when they're
yeah. So the relationship that you want with your kids, you already like there's no space. You don't have to wait until they are 10 years old, until they are 20, or they reach puberty before you now decide that okay, maybe it's time to start. It starts right from inception. Like you speak to them when they're in the room, and even when they come out, you're still speaking to them, you're asking them like questions. Even when they cannot answer you, you're still asking them questions. It becomes a part of a routine, a daily routine, that they know that without this routine, it's like the day is not completed. If I don't speak to mommy about it, if I don't speak to daddy about it, if I don't know how their day went, my day is not complete. So yeah, I think that would really, really help. And then even for kids also, as you're growing up, I feel like you start to feel like your parents are old school. And that is going to happen to everybody, irrespective of whatever generation it is that you think you are in. Even you now that thinks that you are in this cool generation, you get like in this age. By the time that you're 50 and you have kids, your kids will be looking at you and be saying, mommy is so old school. You get that is so old school. So the reality is, in as much as you try to keep up with like times, like obviously you can only try. As much as you try to keep up with times, also give grace that there will be times when you want to say something. Maybe the point I'm trying to make learn, but let me find a way to say. So like even for kids, for example, right? There's some questions that you want to have with your parents, and to even speak about it. Sometimes you don't have I don't know if it's courage or because you don't know how they will react to. And sometimes I'm saying it because even for us that have like great relationships with our parents, there are certain questions that I have sometimes I want to ask, right? And before I ask it, I'm saying my parents are free. my parents are whatever, but is this not me pushing the freedom that we have? Is this not me pushing this relationship that we have? Like, do I really think that this is a good question? And at the end of the day, I convinced myself that yeah, I should ask them. I mean, they gave birth to me. I was sitting in heaven, and they brought me to this set, and they know that I have questions, so it is their duty to answer my questions. That's how I take it. So I always eventually ask them, and even if I don't ask them, I think what my mom said about the kind of friends that your kids have is very important, because if your parents know the kind of friendships that you have and the kind of friendships that you have as a child is one that is strong, is one that is good, even if there are things that you cannot discuss with your parents, at least your parents will know that quality advice we might get. And your friends don't have to necessarily be your mate. They can be older couples. Maybe what you want to ask is maybe something related to saying, I think your parents are too old to understand. Like they might be older couples that you do like, oh, I can text this one, this one will answer me, and at least I know that the answer that they will give me will be like answer to bad, not stupid answer. So yeah, I think I've said everything I want to say.
Can I add?
Oh yeah, you can.
Okay. I think we've talked a bit about this. So let me just summarize. Like Ekemi said, if we want to create a solid relationship with our children, it starts at the point when they're in the womb, at the point of conception, not even when they are born. And basically, I think for every parent, we need to be interested in what goes on in the lives of our children. Okay? We must be interested in them. We must be interested in what happens to them. We must be interested in every aspect of their lives. We must also let them know that we love them. Not just by saying so, but by behaving in such a way that they are not in doubt that we love them and we want the very best for them. Okay? We also need to create time for our children. We must always be there for them. Parenting goes beyond providing the physical needs of your children, okay? Sending them to the best schools, okay? It goes beyond buying expensive things for them. You must always be there to guide them, to nurture them. That's the term that the Bible uses, to nurture them, okay? To raise them well, to be there for them always. Let them know that you are there for them, so that when the challenges come, when the stormy seas come, they won't be afraid going back home, because for them, that home will be like a safe haven, a harbor for them.
Ah, my dear, what thinking alive.
You see, and then, okay, much more than that, I believe every parent should also pray for their children. It's critical. You know that we always pray for
Daddy,
you.
why are you looking at me?
Oh,
be like
you are
saying,
going to take it.
yeah, be like saying they say that
so I should look at the camera.
Special prayers.
Okay, now, all of us need prayers.
I know, no,
You are looking at
Okay.
out of your children. I need prayer.
Okay. Parents should also learn to commit the lives of their children into God's hands. Now, that's something that I think no parent should joke with. We live in a world that is crazy, okay? And so we need to know that, how would I put it? Only God can keep these children for us. Our children go to school, our children travel out, we're not there, but God is there with them. And it's only God that can order their path, okay? So it's not just about us, it's also about us committing them into the hands of God, always praying that God will protect them and preserve them, okay? And also another thing that we've not talked about is the attitude of the younger generation, who think that they are so exposed that they know everything. Now, the Yoruba say, "Tọmọdé bá tiẹ̀ ní aṣọ bí àgbà, kò lè ní àkísà bí àgbàlagbà." You know what that means? Talking about the experience of life. Sometimes you need to listen to your parents. Let them share their perspectives, no matter how dated or old-fashioned it is. At least you know from experience. Sometimes you ask your parents and then they share their perspectives with you. And then you are pleasantly surprised. You don't know everything. You can't know everything. Even your parents don't know everything. We learn every day. And so, do not look down on your parents because you belong to different generations. And don't always assume that you know much more than they do. No. They still need to help you. They need to guide you with their wisdom, with the accumulated experience that they have. Let them guide you. Let them encourage you. Let them inspire you with their own lives too. So please, for your generation, don't always assume that you know everything. Because I know that even in some families where the parents are quite open, some of the children have gone on to do some crazy things because they believed they were mature enough and they could have a book, that thing, and then when everything turns upside down, they come back home. But sometimes, for some of them, the damage has already been done, and in some cases, the damage is irreversible. So please learn to listen to your parents. Let them teach you. Let them guide you.
Sorry, please.
I want to add.
My daddy is looking at me a lot. Please, not me that he's talking about. I'm telling you, it's not
Just
me.
talking generally.
I'm not the child.
Why?
It's how
Why?
you look me. I'm not the child.
What's
I'm telling you, it's not
your
me.
wahala?
It's not me. Don't take. It's not me. Thanks.
What is your wahala? Oh yeah,
I
okay.
want to add
Okay.
that parents, and in particular mothers, should create more time for their children. They are your children. Feel free to go to their rooms. Spend quality time with them. Playing, chatting, telling stories. They tell you a lot of stories about their friends. In the course of telling you stories about their friends, you as a mother, you will pick one or two things. And from there, you will know what to tell, the kind of advice to give your daughter. You might not give that advice immediately so that she does not know. Later, much later, you find a way just to chip in. Apart from creating quality time with these children, be interested in their lives. Let them know that you love them. Let the children know that you care about them. Tell the children, I love you. I care so much about you. I want you to be great in life. And to encourage them. Be you as a mother, be inquisitive. You find that even when these children are not ready to talk, once you are inquisitive, you will keep asking them questions. And in the process, you will hear what you want to hear.
Like one or two things.
They will say some things to you, and before you know it, that information you've already gotten it.
Okay.
And above all, when these children get to higher school, to get to the university, like never before, be interested in their daily lives. They are in school, give them a call. Chat with them.
Talk every day.
Yes, talk with them every day.
If possible.
If possible.
Talk every day.
And look for some awkward times to call them.
Oh my God!
Look for some awkward times to call them. They will tell you what they are going through.
Guys, it's key. It's key.
And above all, pray for these children.
Yeah.
Cover them with the blood of Jesus. In the morning, in the night, your quiet time, pray for them and let the children know that you are praying for them. Once they know you are praying for them, they feel secured. They know they are not alone. They know you are with them. They know they have a place to run to.
They can confront the challenges of life with greater boldness and greater confidence. That's just it.
Guys, I just have one thing to say.
When my mom said that called them at awkward times. Guys, so I remember one time, right? I was in uni and it was my birthday. I can't remember the age anyways because I don't know. So my parents called me, right? And I was not at home. Where was I?
Do you want to tell me I was?
Tell them yourself.
Guys, I was in the club. When you called me, I said, my dear, I can't speak right now. I'm occupied. My mother said, occupied with what? What are you occupied with? I said, my dear, I'm in the club. I'm celebrating my birthday. Mommy said, okay, I'll call you next morning. Then she goes to me, don't do what I will not do. Blah, 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 blah. That kind of thing. God, I can never forget that. It was hilarious. But yeah, and we talk every day, every single day. Even my sister that is not around, every single day. You know they miss, so talk every single day. It's important, honestly. I feel like it's something that everyone used to look forward to when I was in school. I was like, at the end of the day, I shall know that my parents will call me. If nobody in this will give me miss call, my parents will give me miss call, and I'll call them back.
It's like building up your children's emotional backbone. Yes, making them tough.
Nobody can do me there.
Everybody in my school, all my friends used to ask me, okay, this university, I went to university with my parents. But assignment, on video call, we discuss my project topic. Before I decided on the project topic, all of us together on video call. What do you think? How should I go about it? My supervisor is giving me wahala. My dad will say, kabash, my dear.
No, and I think that it helps because even when you see them doing it, it's not just for them to do it and for you to feel safe and secure. It's for you to know that when something happens, man, I've seen my parents pray and things happen. Me too, I can pray and things will happen. So it's not just something that they do for themselves or something that they do on your behalf for you to feel safe. They are creating a lifestyle for you, a life that you can continue to live in because you are assured that instead of the fact that they're doing it for me, even me, I get the power to
because I remember my friends when they give us assignments in school. I've done the assignment. When we like to proofread, we say send it to me, let me go to mail because it's the grammarian, the Englishman, the everything.
And he knows a lot of things. ITK, location.
Yes.
He knows it all. He knows a lot of things.
You see that edge?
And the day I didn't send him my essay, guys, I don't get good mark. At least not for everything. I just didn't send it to him. And when I now got my mark, it was not what I wanted. My father now said that. Why did I not send it to him? And I said, guys, psychology. I don't think it's a good one. I said, you send it to me. You expect it.
If he doesn't know it, we go and research.
Yeah.
This man will go sleepless nights just to check our assignments and make sure.
Now we they do the work. But they do the work with us. Now we they do the work. It's not as if you would.
That degree
that do everything
was our degree.
You write your
Everybody's
essay
degree.
and you send it to him and you proofread for you. You
Which
try
are
and
not
something.
So in conclusion, I think that you guys have been able to see the kind of people that we are. When it comes to personality, I believe I'm the funniest person in this house, and I got it from my mom. Me, I know because I legit be cracking all of you up in this house like effortlessly. Yeah, and then you can see that I'm more like my mom. She's reserved. My mom does not talk much, and I'm like her. But you see, Fekemi and Daddy, opposite attract. Fekemi and Daddy talk a lot, but we observe, but we are actually very intelligent.
What about the face?
The face in the middle, she's a little bit of both. Yeah, that's how we are. So, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Yeah, don't forget to like, to comment, and everybody
Subscribe.
Again. That's too bad. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this. Yes. If I feel like I paused you. Thanks for coming to my. Thanks for watching this YouTube video. We hope that you enjoyed this and that you'll be able to learn one or two things from this video. So there's going to be like a part 2. That's going to be like a get to know me, like how well do our parents know us. So we ask them questions and they answer. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching this YouTube video. Don't forget to like, comment, and
subscribe. You don't finish. You say don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and
subscribe.
Okay, guys. Bye. See you in my next.